You guys can see how they're not all huddled underneath the lamp. They were kind of scattered. There's 6 of them still. 1, 2, yeah, 6. Water's still relatively full. Food is good, and we'll go check those other ones out in the incubator and see how many are hatched. There was one last time. And then for these guys, you guys are always good. Definitely got to change your water and get them some food. So we will do that first. There you guys have it. You got the trough feeder full to the max. And that'll be enough for them. I'll check them later. I got like one more fill of food left to fill that trough probably. So we will have to go to the store and get some more feed like I was supposed to do yesterday. Good thing I didn't, because I did have to fix that well, but there they are, going crazy. I'll check on them later. We have to fix a tire. See this tire right here? This was flat almost every day. There's so many holes in it from running over thorns and whatever else, and I've actually have a couple plugs in it as well. But I use that slime. I'm not gonna buy a brand new tire when there's, you know, only 150 hours on this machine. But the other side now has flat, so we'll go see if we have any slime left in that bottle and pump it full of slime. Okay, we do have a found my valve stem remover that came with the bottle. There's a little bit of slime in it. We're just going to use this up, see if it works. Got to inject or put this in while it's flat, and then air it up and drive it around. So we'll do that while we're feeding the goats hay. We'll spin the tire, and then we'll hopefully it'll work. Hold air. Check those other goats. And I would abstain from bringing, pretty sure the other 2, I can see one, but the other 2 are still out back with their babies. But I'm gonna abstain from bringing them any food. They gotta, about that time, they need to bring them up to the front to get their food. We'll check these. Incubator, see how many more chicks we have. Maybe just one. I hear one. All right, let's see what we got here. That's the same. Okay, I feel like it's the same one, but can't be. Jimmy Pippin. I might have an issue. If it's the same one, I don't know. We're gonna find out right now. Chances of them hatching in the same spot. Oh, yeah, it's gotta be stuck. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to get some. In the world. Warm water. paper. No, the other one's stuck. I'm gonna rip it off. Might not be good for use. Use my fingers to slowly. Yeah, I mean, it's been there for a long time. It's peeling the paper now. Let's see if we can get up. Probably can't. I mean, it needs. With that. See if these guys will probably pick on them for a minute and then. Yeah, so I put this little insulated cover or insulation over the top just to contain a little bit of heat. It actually worked perfect. 98 degrees this morning in there, so it's not touching the lamp, it's just kind of draped over. Yeah, we'll let them be. We got more turkeys than we want. I like to have just like 2 hens and a tom, and I think somehow we got 2 extra toms. It's that time of year, and I think somebody's toms came over here. So I don't know what's going on. They're young, they don't have beards. Mine's got the beard over there fanned out. Yeah, it looks like looks like I need to find a spot for the scoop. Looks like one of the moms got up and left. The experienced mom. Pretty sure I see her babies over there. The other one's still back there with hers. We'll just go check and make sure everybody's okay. You guys see this growth right here? I think this is the grain I throw out for them. Pieces of whatever seeds are in that grain growing. It's been growing for a minute, and then you got new grass growth starting to come in real strong now. I can see it. I wish it'd come in a little stronger though. Okay, she is, I can see her up there eating. And we got the I don't know how well you guys can see any of this actually. I'm having see the baby right there. I see one. Oh, that's both of them. No, that's one. Where's the other one? Alright, I'm looking. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Okay, I'm missing one, so we'll look for it. She had twin bucklings. I mean, it's quite possible. Could have walked up there with her, but there's one. And checking the fence for gaps. That's where she had them, right here. Not seeing it. I don't remember that spot. Alright, let's go walk back here and see who we have. We should have 19 total. So we can do our morning count. You see how I use a tractor and kind of grab scoops of dirt and blocked off the bigger gaps in the fence. We got feral cats that come through, probably coyotes. We got 2 here. They look to be doing fine. They're big enough where they can follow them up to the front now. So I don't know where the other one is. Hope he followed her up. That's 3. Let's go count them. Try it anyway. I want to get the shelter built for them, so they got an obstacle to play on. And all right. Let's go see if you. Oh yeah, I think you follow her up. She's the seasoned. She's one of the veterans, so I mean, pretty sure she knows what to do. I think, yeah, that's her. That's him. Still got the cord hanging down a little low. Okay, you're good there. Your other one's back there. You need to go get your other one. Oh, those are some big babies right there. Gotta get them weighed today. All right, so that's 4. That's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. We got all 19, guys. We are winning today. Those are the smartest ones. Those ones are always under that heat lamp. Wow, they're already getting their little horns, their nubs growing. Some cool markings on some of these. A lot of them look like this one here, though. It's crazy how, I don't know if that's certain dad, certain sire that passed that trait or what, but the dapple one's gotta be his. Gotta be a big old boar goat, which you can see a couple dapple, definite dapples. None of these, wish they still could, like that one right there, right here, that one over there. And it's possible that those 2 right there could have different sires, even if they're twins. That's crazy to me. I looked that one up. You see that dapple one running over there, just running like, hey, come on guys. Tell me that one ain't giving me twins right there. That wide one. Dalmatian one up there, she's got to have at least. She's probably got 1. She could have 2. She looks bigger than last year. Her bags are big. And this one, she carries it heavy too, but she's got to have twins in there. They don't really let me feel their belly too much. Look at this dapple right here. But if there's any goat that will let me, it's this one. She's like the queen of the herd here. But usually if you start feeling her belly, I'm sorry, girl. Your horn got in my way. You see just how wide she is, guys. Trying to see if we can get some. Yeah, I'm not sure if my GoPro died or what, or probably had the angle wrong on it anyways, but let's see how wide she is. What do you guys think? The top view. Gotta give his twins. Comparison to her, she's not so big. But she did give us her biggest one last year. Well, somebody's gonna break a streak, it's gonna be her. So if she has one and she has two, we're sitting at 22 babies. I got faith she's gonna have two as well. You gotta remember how wide she was. She looks like a little antelope. And this guy is huge. We will get set up to weigh him. Now, I gotta go way back there to get these. Mom is not gonna be happy with me. So I don't know if I should get the one that's under the tree. Months huddled up. I'll probably grab him first just to get a good look over of him. And then I'll just kind of by himself and I'll take him to his mom. And then hopefully he don't seem cold when I mean, it's cold out and we just got the irrigation, so the ground is wet. But she's already watching me. We'll get him up, get his blood moving. And he'll be fine. Nature will do its thing, but just get him knocked out since he's riding solo by over here under this tree. He's kind of sleeping, or he'll be sleeping or not feeling well, but we'll get him up. He's got to be cold. You guys can see him. I mean, he feels warm, but he's got these burrs on him. I got a bunch of burrs on him. Be fun picking these burrs off him. Let's get him up here and get these burrs off him, hopefully, and tag him. Mom's not really watching me too hard. Let's see how the angle is on this GoPro here. You guys see him? Yeah, so I just picked off probably at least 20 burrs. Another one right here. Just gotta run your fingers and you can find them. There's another one right there. Can't feel good when they're laying on it, but there's one down in here. I'm not crying too bad. Another one right here. How are you feeling? And I think I got them all. Alright, let's weigh them. Alright, let's see here. I know, let's get you weighed. Oh, let's get this rubber mat on. They do not stand well without it. Zero that. Yeah, you're big. You're 8'4". So what I'm gonna do is I go to my notes and then I keep all my, use the buckling, so we'll do he's 8.4 and he's gonna be 86. Shivering. Get it move. Got burrs in my finger now. Alright, so he's gonna go on the left. And he's not putting up a fight, so this should be nice and center and number 86. There's number 86. Alright. Get him back to mom, and hopefully his mom's right here. Stares on him. Oh man, he's got a lot of birds too. And he is a lot. I can't remember what that one weighed already. 8.4. All right, he's nursing. Get some of that warm milk. Awesome. We'll start getting the birds out of this one. Do it right here. Well, I don't want really the birds to fall down here. We'll get him out of here, hopefully without him making too much of a fuss. This guy's got that softer hair, and I just don't want a burr on them, and then they start laying and it digs into their skin and it causes irritation, and you know, next thing you know, you got an infection or something, and them rubbing on it, and then you got a heal an open wound, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna eliminate that issue now, and mostly the underside is what I'm focused on, but we'll get all of them since we're here. All right. You stay away from those trees and we'll be good, because I think I got them. All right, how much do you weigh? You're gonna be 9. You at least 9 pounds. £9.8. Number 87. 9.8 pounds. You'll be 87. Done. You are a boy. We're gonna go here. You're a little more lively than your brother right now, so you're moving your head. Go. Let's go find Mom. He's our heaviest one so far, almost 10 pounds. Of course, you're a buckling. See what she does. I feel like I missed a couple birds. Yeah, you're running. I'm not hurting it. Let me get these birds. You're not hurting. I'm not hurting it. Dang, how'd you get all these birds? How did I miss them all? Alright, let's go. You're good. We'll call you good. There we go. That one over there got a full belly, huh? Peeing? Good thing you pee in there, not on me. Alright, we got work to do. We gotta get these other two. Alright, I'm doing the goat shelter, starting on it. Cleaned up an area over there where I put the skids. I'm still not sure how I'm gonna attach it yet. I'll probably go get some brackets for this to sit on. We'll see, but I do know this much for now. I didn't do a specific measurement, but you could. These are 10 footers, 4x6s, probably overkill for this, but I just left a flat spot, eyeballed it for each one. So call how you want, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, whatever. And then 45 degrees each end. You see it standing straight, 4x6. Each end the same, kind of eyeballed it. I use a chop saw to do it. So This is gonna be so it doesn't, if you have it flat all the way down, sorry about that, all the way down, it's gonna dig into the ground. This will help it from digging as much into the ground. You can probably even bevel that a little bit more, which I might. But for now, I also wanted an option to have something flat to screw into, whether it be a lag bolt type, whether it be an eye, like an eye bolt or D-loop, D-ring, some type of shackle so I can hook to it and pull it with the tractor on each end. This will be 8 foot across. Structure itself will be 8 foot by 8 foot. And then the height will probably be 6 foot something. But it'll be higher because I got this, these on there. So it'll be higher than the normal plan. And I got these plans from Blue Cactus Dairy Goats. They're out of Benson, Arizona. And seems to work really well for them. They made a few of them, a bunch of them. He perfected this. I mean, he knows it by heart. He don't need to, I don't think he needs to refer to anything for this. I think he designed it and everything. So I'm stealing his design. Basically exactly how he did it for the first one, except for I'm adding the skids because I want mine to be able to move, because I get flood irrigated and I want to, even though they're treated, I still want to be able to pull it out and just move it around the back in the summertime when it's super sunny and hot. Get them out of that sun. And we'll see how the Kikos adjust to this, because they have Nigerian dwarf goats. They do a lot of cool stuff with cheese and soaps and everything. So very nice quality Nigerian dwarf goats. But you'll check them out. I'll put their channel in the description. And I don't know if they have blueprints for these plans or not, but he made this super simple, I love it how they made the video. It's about an hour long or so, or a little over an hour, but he's so descriptive. You can tell he's very attention to detail. I don't know if he was in the military, but that's how I need things explained to me. And when if I have to teach something to somebody, I try to perfect it as well. So he has that thing perfected. He knows exactly the reasoning behind every measurement he makes. Anyways, we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna go through every step and showing you how to do it, because I'd recommend going to his channel. But to start, you're buying 20, you're buying 14 2x3s by 8s, 20 2x4 by 8s, 6 sheets of plywood. You go 1/2 inch, 11/30 seconds, or 15/30 seconds, or 1/2 inch, or whatever you think. These are gonna be, it's gonna be an A-frame. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is, well, for me, I just got those 4x6s out of the way. So they were on top of everything. I just wanna get those out of the way. I'm probably gonna build this entire structure and then put it on the skids. First thing you wanna do is gonna make sure your boards, you can take 5 of them at a time. So the first 5, you're gonna make sure they're crowned up. They have a bow to them, so make sure the bow is up. And you can just stack 5 of them like this, and you're gonna take a measure each one. Measure 5 at 47.5 inches, and I just put a line, and I just put I write the side that's 47.5 inches to the end, right? The other 5, 48 inches. So 5 and 5, 47.5, 48. And then every board on each end, all 10 of the boards on each end, you're gonna mark from the end 14.5 inches. 14.5, 14.5, 14.5. Now that we got those done, we're gonna go to the next step. Okay guys, so now we know which side is the crown side, because, sorry for the squeaking, it's my ventilation, whatever those things are called. all the crowns have the writing on it. So all the marks. So make sure all the crowns are facing the same direction. And you're gonna do your 45s like that. So the crown side will have the length. Short end will be on the bottom. So crown side has all the 47.5. So you measured from 47.5 from the end out this way, and your angle will be right here. So with a speed square, you would make your 45-degree line. I don't know where my speed square is, but I do have this chop saw that has a 45-degree mark on it. So that's what I'm going to use. And you probably do 2-3 of these at a time with but I'm just going to do one at a time. And yes, I did catch it that it was the wrong direction. So crown. You see my laser, my laser's on there. I don't use it, but basically you're gonna make sure you're gonna be right at the corner. So you're gonna keep, so they're all gonna be the same length, and cut down. Now, a little trick I did was to keep them all consistent was basically marked. I found a spot on my saw. I made one good cut that I knew was flush for my 45-degree, and then I kept it there, and then I basically measured from the tip to here, tip to here. It was this little mark on the bottom. Came out to about 13 5/8. So I kept it on the bottom, just a little mark for each board, so that when I put them up, I would just slide them till that mark hit that line, and then I was able just to do a quick chop versus kind of guide it, because this laser is not adjusted on here. I never use it. There is an adjustment screw on it, but it's way off right now. So that's all I did, was I used the 45-degree dealie, and I got them all cut, all 10 cut. So the next step is we will move to the 2x3, and these boards here, and you could probably use something smaller if you have it too, maybe even ply, but I went exactly how he built his. So I went and bought the 14 2x3s, and basically from there you're going to take a 2x3 and you're going to cut every 11 inches. You're going to mark, so it'll be 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55. You're going to need 5 pieces for the bracing. So we'll get that knocked out now. We'll grab one board and cut 5 pieces. And there you have it. I got a little mark at every 11 inches. I'm going to cut it right on the line. And we will cut it. These don't have to be perfectly exact. I'll show you what. All right, guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pre-drill all these boards, and these ones as well. Basically, you're going to take every board and pre-drill every end of these, the 45-degree ends, because we're going to join each other. So we're going to basically drill it like that, and then every 14 and a half mark, you're going to drill 2 holes, but they're going to be at an angle, so it'll be 1, 2. I kind of drew it out like this. There's your, sorry about that. Just like that. is your end. You're gonna drill a hole through that. And 14.5 mark. You can drill a hole there, a hole there. Other 14.5 inch mark, hole there, hole there. So it's like pretty simple. Just kind of eyeballing it. We're not measuring, we're just drilling. Let's talk about buzzards coming and eating afterbirth. He was here yesterday too, like right away. Anyways, so got all the holes drilled. You can see here the 5. Both sides got pilot holes. This one, make sure you drill to one side or the other, left side or right side. That way you're going to join these 45s together, and that way the screws, when you're screwing them in from each side, they will not hit each other. So that's why you do one side or the other. So all right side or all left side. All right guys, so I got 4 of the 5. That one's kind of split, but it's okay. We got them both on each side. See how they're both to the right on each side. Now this side are 48s. Okay. This side is 47.5. All right guys, here's where I screwed up. You're gonna grab 5 more of the boards that you didn't touch yet, 2x4s. What I'm saying is, on this part right here, I pre-drilled. It wasn't necessary. I kind of got ahead of myself. That'll be fine though, leave it alone. You're gonna grab 5 fresh boards, make sure the crown's up. You're gonna mark 14.5 on each end of these. These are straight edge, the flat ends. These aren't the 45s. You haven't touched these boards yet. 14.5 inches, make a mark. Use a speed square, draw a line if you need to. Or just make sure that top is where you're gonna be able to see it. And I'll show you why. And then we're gonna do those same holes here. We're gonna make them the same way. So we will get on that right now. Here we go. Basically, do it like that. Now we're gonna just turn them out. Turn them all out. Same direction. So now your lines are all out. And now we're gonna drill those same holes. Basically, we're gonna drill one right here, come across, drill another one. Pilot hole. See guys, I'm learning as I go too. After you build a few of these, you think you just know. All right, see my marks? These are gonna be the tops. They're gonna be just like that on each end. Holes opposite, obviously going towards the outside. Now, we are going to put these up, and you're gonna have a 48 and a 47.5. Basically, that line right here will match up with this line, and then you're gonna take one screw it in, go to the other side, match it up to this line. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see here. All right guys, so when it comes to this, you're gonna wanna put this brace on before you put these on, I think. Okay, I think it might make it a little easier because you're gonna have more flexibility. So basically I held this in place, matched my line up, and then the other side you can do the same, but you're gonna need like your foot. See how I have this, and you can kind of squeeze it, pull it tight, and then you're gonna screw, and then you're gonna put your brace up. Let's see if we can't get her done. Foot braced. Pull it tight somewhat. Done. All right, got that. You guys will see it in a second. You guys can see, got it pretty close to even up. This side, probably not as evened up, but I'll back that off and try to squeeze that one a little bit, just for perfection purposes. So let's see if I can't do it. Spring out from my what I'll do is I'll start screwing the bottom, so we'll follow that same hole in, and use my foot to stop and pull it just like so. Now we're good. Back that out just and go back. Now you got your little pile of holes, kind of help so you don't split the wood. Pretty close to even. I mean, it's definitely gonna be easier if you have a helper. And then from there, you know, like just remember, like these are just kind of holding it in place while you do the rest of this. So, and then from there now we can go back through and screw these in. So just try to brace this, put this brace on first, and then if you have something for it to like cleat up against, something solid, might help. And just make sure they're below this 2x4. Don't want them sticking up like how that looks. You don't want it like that. You want it below the surface of the side of the 2x4. So now with the last one, we're gonna use a 47.5 on this side, on the last one. So these are all 48s. Now we're gonna take a 47 and we're gonna basically do an opposite. Okay, save yourself. Here's the end piece. It's gonna be the outside frame. To save your, make sure, I'll show you that. Make sure the difference is the 47.5 is gonna be on the side that you had all the 48s on for this part, because we're gonna put all these on and then we're gonna flip it around, and there's a reason for that. But I'm gonna show you this little frame right here. What helps is if you can see if I can make it level with the one in front of it. Basically, when you're screwing this end, you're screwing it in. I'll show you. You're gonna get one line. When you're by yourself, this is kind of important, but you're gonna get that line over there is kind of matching up. You're gonna get it close. Well, pay attention to the other side here, because this side, you don't want it like way up here and then the line's down here, because when you come over to this side and pull it down, it's gonna make that other side kind of out of whack. You're gonna have to unscrew that side. It's basically rework. You're gonna have to rework it. So just use your best judgment. If you can get a helper on it, that's awesome. You could use a C-clamp, that would help. Or you could even put a a screw in it just to hold the board on. That helps. I just hold it and kind of eyeball it. It looks sort of level, and then you're close enough. So it's going to be 8 foot wide, I think it should be, and then 8 foot deep. And then I'm 6'1". Let's take my hat off, and you can kind of see it's about close to my height. So, and if you do the math on the angles and the lengths of the boards that we used to form this triangle, it'll tell you the exact height that it should be. But it's gonna be a little bit taller. Basically pop this up 6 inches, and you can see how tall it's gonna be, because we're gonna use those 4x6 skids as skids, and we're gonna join these to them, probably using some kind of a bracket system. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not gonna finish this today, obviously. But I might make my store run today. I'm off the next 2 days. I go into work today, but I got the majority of the work done. It's not that hard. I did it 100% by myself. So I'll figure out what kind of brackets I'm gonna use. I don't know, I might need to cut some angles on the bottoms of these. Obviously I'm making this into something something for me. It's his plans. It's awesome. I love how he did it. Again, I'll put the link to that exact video in the description. I know mine's just gonna be mine's not gonna be as good as his. Mine's just you can fast forward to it, and I'm just gonna do the highlighted spots that are important. And obviously I screwed one up, but you get the point. You go to use his as a reference. You probably won't need me at all, but I'm actually gonna add these skids, which is gonna help me hook it to the tractor. And then in the summertime, it's gonna be awesome for out there. I can just move them wherever I want, really. I'm gonna build a couple more probably, and I'll be able to drag this to the front, drag it to higher ground when I get flood irrigated. Even then, I still have this treated down here. So yeah, it'll be about 6, I don't know, 6'6", 6'7", 6'7" to the peak when it's all said and done. But yeah, that's that. From here, we still have some lumber to use, and this will be to be continued. Okay guys, we got all 5 done. You can see 47.5 as the outside frame. Everything else is 48s. Got them all the same though. Everything's lined up. Cross members are lined up. Now what we're going to do, just for reference to show you what I mean, you're going to take this outside frame, just flip it around. It's kind of like a collapsed view of if it was a blueprint. Now you can see 48s. Okay, now these are the little ledges on the sides, and then plywood will kind of cover most of all this and piece of this, and it's going to go to the top. And then the way it goes is the plywood is going to go up and over a smidge on one side, and that's going to make up that 1/2 inch difference. The other one will butt right to it, so it's not going to come up to like a V and you're going to have like this little weird ridge. It actually goes up, and the other one will butt right up to it. That's why you do that measurement. And then for these, the reason why we did it backwards to start is because we want this board on the inside, not on the outside. And the reason is because of this is going to be a loft. We're going to put plywood up on top of this, and this is going to be a loft. So they're going to have underneath the loft they can go inside, and then this is actually going to have a ramp that they can run up into or walk up, or however you want to do it. But it's going to be like a loft, and then out here is gonna be your ledge. They can sleep on it. They can climb up. We're also gonna put some of those 2x3s across as like little ribbed sections so that they can get grip while they're climbing, and they'll be able to climb all the way up over the top down to the other side. They got a spot to chill right there. It's gonna be 8 foot by 8 foot. I'm 6 foot, 6'1", so you can. No, sadly, I was just checking that chick that was stuck. I don't think he's gonna make it, but he's in there alive. It's real important for them to not be stuck the way he was, and because they have to get their leg strength under them. That's why they get splay leg and stuff. So he's in there chirping, and there's another one pipping. So I'm not gonna leave it open or nothing. See how he is when I come home from work later. The other ones are doing well, but yeah, I don't know. If he can get some strength in his legs, then the outcome's a little better. But right now, because he was on his back, stuck, they just, they have to, once they hatch, they need to start moving around and using the muscles just to get enough stability to. It's kind of like he's so weak. His legs are anyway. But we'll let him have a chance. Everything gets a chance, I guess. But I don't know. I'll check him when I get home from work, I guess. It's my Friday. But that's all I got for today. I'm not gonna be able to finish that goat house, but I'm gonna do like a little checkup on the goats, some stuff to do inside, and tomorrow's another day. I'll hopefully finish the goat house, and appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully you guys like another buzzard out front eating some placenta. Hopefully you guys get some use out of any of the videos. Check out that YouTube channel. I'll put the link to the description. I'll put the video down in the description. With that said, anyways, like, subscribe, share, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. You guys can already tell me, but I've had a few people tell me that I walk around too much with it up my camera up my nose. So I ramble on too. But anyways, have a good one. Talk to you guys later.